Hey everybody, and welcome back to Wizardry 8, the Death Wish Party. Before I start playing today, I actually wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about builds. In specific, I want to talk about the Samurai build, the Horpner Sneed build. I want to talk about the MPNorman build and the Biogoo Pure Mage build. And at a high level, since I think both Biogoo and MPN are watching this stream, I want to just speak to you guys directly, and I want to offer my thoughts on how your builds could be further optimized by just using these different bishop dips. And some of this is based on like that G-Poke discussion in my Mind Blast Rod thread, but some of it's not, and it's just a direct apples-to-apples comparison of characters that start out the same but finish differently. So before I go into that, I want to actually talk a little bit about a couple of game mechanics. And I think Biogoo and MPN, you guys probably know this pretty well. This is just for anybody else that might be watching. And this is all from Pedro Elm's Game Mechanics Guide. So first I want to talk about Vitality. Vitality in Wizardry 8 does not exactly work like D&D, where it's a bonus to hit points per level, as in it's additive. Number one, it's retroactive, which a lot of games, Endurance, Constitution, Vitality, are not retroactive, like, let's say, Morrowind, games of this era, or Baldur's Gate. But in Wizardry it is. So if you start a character with 1 Vitality, level it up to 30, and then increase its Vitality to 100 using an editor, you'll see its hit points jump. So Vitality is A, retroactive, B, it's also multiplicative. So Vitality is a modifier that just multiplies your class's base hit points. So in the Game Mechanics Guide, Pedro Elm talks about how classes have different base hit points. And I'll spare you the math, but basically here is the base hit points that your class will gain per level if your Vitality is 125. So a Fighter will gain 14 per level, a Samurai 11 per level, a Priest 8 per level, a Bishop 6.4 per level, and a Mage 4.8 per level. And the main point that I want to make with this is when we're comparing Mage or Priest levels to characters that are dueling to hybrids or bishops, your base hit points are baked in. Your Vitality base hit points can change as your Vitality changes, but if I gain a level of Mage versus a level of, say, Samurai or Bishop, I'm permanently losing hit points in my build regardless of my Vitality. Related to that is this concept of base attack rating. It's not something that you ever see in the game, but it's underneath the hood. And it basically works like base attack bonus from 3rd edition D&D. And the main impact it has is it affects the breakpoints at which you get bonus attacks and bonus swings. The important number to know here is Warriors get +4 base attack rating per level. Rogue type classes get +3, and all of the casters get +2. And as a practical matter, what that means is Warriors will get to 3/3 attack swings in their early 20s, assuming all the other skills and stats are maxed, but based on the base attack rating. Rogues will get to 3/3 around level 30, maybe in the low 30s, and casters will get there probably no earlier than around level 38, roughly. I think Pedro Elm did the math with a Mauler, a Priest or a Bishop with the Mauler. You get to 3/3 if everything is maxed at level 38. So basically what that means is if you're gonna dual class to a hybrid, every level that you gain in Mage or Alchemist or whatever is permanently stunting your base attack rating bonus. So if you care about getting to 3/3, then you want to do as little levels in a caster class as possible. And this affects like even these G-Pope type builds where he took 10 levels in Priest and dueled to a Fighter. If you care about getting to 3/3 on your Fighter, you are basically delaying it by at least 5 levels by taking in a stunted base attack rating progression class like a priest. Effectively, both from hit points and from base attack rating, you can think of a caster class as half a level of a warrior class. So let me talk about specific builds. So I want to talk about this MPNorman Priest. You see, this is the power cast strength in Priest. He uses this in his magic damage party as basically a support caster that eventually gets to strong damage with power cast and high level priest spells, but it also needs to be a brawler, so it needs to stand in the front, hit with a mace and a shield. So when I looked at this, I realized that this character, you just look at the stats, it already has 3 of the 4 requirements to be a bishop. So 55 intelligence, 55 piety, 55 dexterity. The only thing it's missing is 10 points in senses. So I was just wondering, like, since priests and bishops have the same exact weapon selection, bishops theoretically are just as strong offensively as hitters as priests are. So what would it take if you actually built the same exact build, strength, int, power cast, wielding a mace, but you made it a bishop instead? Bishop would give it tons more mana from all the extra spells you can learn, and drastically would increase its spell damage in the early to mid game. So let me just make this same exact character, but as a bishop. So human bishop. We're first, okay, so we've got the bishop minimums already. We're going strength, int, and he goes strength and dex, right? This is whatever, but this is actually important. I know he goes paralyze, make wounds for his priest, but energy blast, let's face it, is the best attack spell at level 1. It's probably the best spell in the lower monastery overall. Any build that can use it should use it. It's way better than paralyze. And here we go something like this. So let's just compare these side by side. So the MPNorman Priest, 43 points missing for Power Strike. So that's, you need 45 divided by 3, so 15 levels. So at level 16, this guy's going to get Power Strike. Power Cast, you're going to get the Trinity Fountain, so you'll have 62. Why is this thing... There's double music playing. Let me fix that. Okay, that should fix it. So the power cast 62 base, so 38 points missing, so 39. You'll get it 13 levels later, so level 16 Power Strike, level 14 Power Cast. This character is 5 points lower in strength, but 5 points higher in int. So instead of 57, 57, it's 52, 62. So basically, you're getting Power Cast at level, let's say 12, and your Power Strike is being delayed from 16 to 18. I think in the grand scheme of things, like, that's totally a wash and makes almost no difference. You compare the other stats, this guy has to waste 10 points in senses, but this guy is spending 10 more points in vitality and 5 more points in piety. And this guy is getting 5 more in dex and 10 more in senses. Like, given how vitality works as a multiplier, like 10 points is a really, really negligible amount of hit points. Piety will give a little bit more mana again, but the bishop, if you even take a 2-book bishop, which HOK and me and many other people have proved on the forum that a 2-book bishop requires 0 grinding, you're going to have probably... Let's say you'll have at least 20 spells extra that a priest would not have, which comes out to about 3 levels higher on average per realm for the purposes of calculating realm mana. I think that's going to be a much, much bigger impact than 5 points of piety. Like, you'll have vastly more mana as a bishop. Not to mention, as a bishop, you would also get, like, useful wizardry spells. So you're going to get Magic Missile, which helps you raise Divine and adds Divine Realm mana. You're going to get Fireball and Energy Blast, which drastically makes it easier to level your fire skill to eventually use Lightning. And, like, when I say this, building this as a bishop, you can duel it to priest later if you care about the XP requirements. I know MPNorman wants to cast... He needs the book bonus at high level to cast PL7, spell level 7 PL7 spells in the green. So you can still get that. You just take the early levels in bishop and stack a bunch of extra mana. And since we know about G-Poke duels, even if you were to duel your bishop into priest at, like, let's say level 12, all the spells from levels 1 to 5 that you learned as a bishop will continue to increase in power. So Ice Ball will still be effective for you in Rapak's Castle. Body of Stone will work. You have random stuff like Haste, like whatever. There's a bunch of good spells that are still going to be useful on a priest. And what do you really give up? You're giving up, however many bishop levels you take, you're giving up about 25% of a priest's hit points permanently. The base attack rating is the same. The equipment is the same. So a priest, it looks like with these stats, is gaining about 5 hit points a level because you get double at first. A bishop is gaining 4 hit points a level with these stats. So at level, if you dueled at level 11, you're going from like 60 hit points to 45 or something like that. So you're losing about 15 hit points permanently from your build. In exchange, you're picking up at least 20 extra spells known and all the tons of extra mana that comes with that, plus the ability to learn things like Fireball and Whipping Rocks and Shrill Sound and Noxious Fumes, all of which help you train Fire, Earth, Air for your eventual late-game attack spells. So just as a comment to MPNorman, I think using your exact build in your exact party, I think, in my opinion, it's a further optimization to start this character as a bishop. Up to you how many levels of bishop you want to take. At least 5, up to probably 8 or 11. And you can still convert it to a priest later. But you're giving up very, very little. You're giving up like 15 hit points in exchange for like hundreds of mana, probably. And even the starting skills, like the bishop has, I consider all these skills useful. And obviously artifacts is useful too if you want to do Mind Blast Rod Cheese. But compare that to this, where like these 8 points, at least 8 points here are wasted. I actually don't mind leveling multiple weapon skills, but most people consider it a waste. 7 points in communication is a waste. Like, extra book skills, even to take books up to 15 and just learn a bunch of level 1 and 2 spells, generates a ton of extra mana, even for a priest. So that is... I mean, I'm not going to change the character, because the point of the party is to use the iconic builds from the Wizardry 8 veterans, but I think MPN, if you're doing a second version of your MDP, I think you can optimize this priest by at least starting it as a bishop. So let me talk about the Biogoo build now. So I watched a number of, over the weekend, a bunch of Biogoo's playthroughs, but I only watched the character creation section just to see what patterns he goes in terms of mage builds. And he uses a variety. He uses like both elves and gnomes. He doesn't use fairies. He doesn't like them because of the lack of robes in the endgame. And barring like some challenge thing where he's making a lizard wizard or whatever, he generally goes with elf and gnome mages. And usually the stat spread is something like this. And again, the first thing that I notice is that even when he's stacking piety and vitality on a mage, he's meeting 3 of the 4 requirements. 55 int, 55 piety, 55 dexterity. 3 of the 4 requirements to be a bishop. So like, let's just like look at this again. So here's the requirements, and you see how these 2 things overlap. So the only thing he's missing to duel into bishop at level 2, basically using a G-Pope half bishop build, is 10 points in senses. Now, we already, and he goes full int piety. And he goes piety, I think, because he cares about the extra mana. But I would offer to Biogoo, like, you can use your standard mage builds, but it is a direct Pareto optimal optimization to start at level 1 mage and duel to bishop at 2 and use a G-Pope half bishop for as many levels as you feel like. And you give up 10 points in vitality and you add it to senses instead. You make that back because bishops have 33% more base hit points than a mage does, which more than overwhelms the difference of 10 points of vitality. Likewise, you're going to get so much extra mana from learning a ton of extra spells that, like, I mean, you're not sacrificing anything in piety. You can still go full piety, but you don't need to because you get so much extra magic. Now, granted, you probably want to level your realm skills faster. It's a fair point. But my point is that you sacrifice nothing by starting as a mage at level 1, where you pick up all the bonus realm skills, and then dueling to bishop at level 2. And you just get the option to learn a ton of extra spells for extra mana, and because we know about G-Pope duels, those spells do not lose power when you switch back to mage. I was reviewing his videos, like I said, and I saw him, I know he started a new playthrough on his personal mod a few months ago, and I just watched the character creation, and he said that he was talking about using this G-Pope duel, the mage 1 into bishop, and he said, I still think it's a bad build. I don't understand why. Full respect, Biogoo. I think like there's something here that you're missing. This build works, and it works really well. Off of your base build, you sacrifice almost nothing to switch into a bishop, learn whatever extra spells you want for a while, and just switch back to mage. And you lose nothing in Wizardry caster level, just gain a ton of extra mana. You get Guardian Angel, you get Rest All, Body of Stone, Ego Whip, depends like what second book you want to do and how long you want to take it. And you get more hit points. It's a mage with extra bulk, depending on how many bishop levels you take. So I just wanted to offer that to both Biogoo and MPN. I'm not changing the builds for this playthrough, but I think your base builds could be better if you guys mixed in bishop duels. That's a lot of talking. Let me talk, the last thing I want to say actually is, and I'm going to go ahead and load the game now. So now I want to talk about this poor guy. So I decided I'm going to level this guy immediately to Samurai at 2. And there's a few reasons for that. One is, as I discussed, from base attack rating and base hit points, levels in Samurai at the end game are permanently better than levels in Mage, because every level you gain as a Mage, you're permanently sacrificing base attack rating and hit points. Biogoo did post about a Samurai Mage duel that duels around 10. I do think that's a good build in theory, but that's a situation in which you actually need the Mage for his offensive spells, because basically as a Mage versus a Samurai, you're trading power now for power later. In this particular party, I have 3 dedicated Wizardry casters, so I actually don't need the Samurai's magic. What this party needs is a second tank or somebody else to absorb hits. So I would rather go something much closer to Horpner Sneed's iconic Samurai build, which is like, I would say his iconic build is a power cast samurai human that's secondary dexterity intelligence. This is almost that exact build, except I started one level in mage, which I think, even though that one level in mage costs you hit points and base attack rating, what you gain from it is this. So this is with the book bonus. So like his base wizardry is probably 16. And then he has like these additional, it looks like he started with 6666, so 24 extra points in realms at level 1. And you compare that to somebody who is a pure samurai at level 5. When you gain your first caster level, you have 5 points in wizardry, and you put 3 points into it, and your realms are all 0. So for a level 5/6 character, your only spell is Energy Blast. You cast it in the red, where the rest of your party is casting PL 2/3 spells of levels 2/3. So it just feels really bad to use hybrid magic at level 5. The only exception is when you duel from a specialist caster into a hybrid, because you start with extra base book skill. Now, unfortunately, Psionic, Alchemy, and... well, I think Psionics start with Mental, but Priests and Alchemists start with 0 realm skills. So they don't get this generous 25, 24, 28 extra points that mages do. But here is a mage dueling into Samurai. Just imagine at level 6 Samurai, when I reactivate my... character level 6 Samurai 5, when I reactivate my magic, this guy will have 16 plus 3, so 19 wizardry at level 6, and all this extra realm skill. Whereas a pure samurai would have like probably 11 points in wizardry and a tiny handful of points in realms. So when you hit level 7, you don't even have the opportunity to pick your key level 2 spells, which will continue helping you train wizardry. Just this one level dip, I think, even for any samurai build, if you're going a pure samurai build, I think it is a pure optimization, a direct optimization to dip one level of mage at the beginning, just for this extra huge stack of spellcasting. This just will make it so much better, I feel like. I'll test it in a second. To start training magic as the samurai. So anyway, that's a lot of talking. So basically, I'm going to duel this guy right away. I think I explained my reasoning. And so where's that resurrection powder? Only have one. I need to find more.
Understood. I am back. The hunt begins again.
The hunt begins again. Yes, it does. Okay, so let's go ahead and level you. We're going, I think, Strength Int. Probably split the duel to Samurai. And might as well go Sword, Shield, Close for now. Oh. We're still going Power Cast on this guy. Sword, Shield, Close. I mean, look at this. Level 3 Samurai already has developed all this. So these guys are all ready to go to 4. I don't know if I want to do Noxious Slime grinding. I know Biogoo usually does do some of it. What do I want to use? Katanas or... do I have an extra shield? Ranger, Priest, 2 bishops. I guess it's more important for the samurai to have a shield, right? Because he's going to be standing in the front. Is there any armor for him? he can just stay with robes for now. And he can be an archer. Nice. Okay, and so party formation.
À votre service.
Samurai and ranger can go together in the front. Put the two bishops.
Standing by.
Yeah, we'll go something like
Okay.
this.
Understood.
Oh, and then we can cast train our stuff. Let's see if this... Yeah, this is nice. 1.28 adds a lot of hotkey support. So notice how I don't have to mouse click this. I just don't have all the hotkeys memorized. But basically you can hit tab 6, for example, to cast on your ranger. Or, yeah, tab 6 targets a player.
You bellow. What is your will?
This guy. So watch this. I'm not going to use the mouse. So... Oh, he may not have himself shield.
You bellowed.
This guy, Michel. Oh. Why is this not working?
What is your will?
So Biogoo, cast. Oh, here we go. So it's WASD. So A and D go clockwise between your realms. So notice I'm not using the mouse at all. The mouse is here in the middle. So we're going to cast Missile Shield, select it, and I can cast PL level 2. Purely using my keyboard left hand.
Yes.
Does this guy have anything he can cast? Stamina, heal wounds.
You bellowed.
Does this guy have anything he can cast? Nope. I think that's it. So rest. So let's have
What is your will?
Biogoo cast this again. Nice. Their skill. Colors are a bit off. Oh, and there was another thing. So one of the 1.28 devs posted a really helpful guide to a few hotkeys in my YouTube channel. So let's see if this works. Control Shift click. Oh wow. Do you guys see that? With one button I got the split stacked. How does this move back into the inventory? Control Shift Alt. Okay, so that moved. Okay, Control Shift Alt left click moves everything into the inventory. Whereas this splits it. Wow, this is like so, this is going to be so much easier for split stack mixing and everything else like this. Okay, that equipped it. Oh, accidentally identified the whole stack. Don't want to do that. Wow, okay, this is really nice. So in terms of my spellcasting macros, that is also something that I was able to kind of set up. So I'm gonna...
It
I
cannot
talked about
be.
this on the forum, but basically I was able to set up a macro that casts the last spell. I just don't remember which key I bound it to. But basically,
Understood.
this is, I'm going to set this up. Okay, so this
Taken
is going
care
to be
of.
one spell. This should be like
Okay.
one click spell casting for everybody.
It shall be so.
He's going to attack. He's not going to cast. And let's say he goes web. 1.28 actually auto targets cones
Understood.
if you don't.
Impossible, I'm afraid.
If you don't. Let's see which.
Understood.
Okay, good, found it. So this should go super fast. Let's go find some monsters to fight. Oh, are these noxious slimes? Nice.
Behold,
Watch
the
this.
valley of death.
Understood.
Nice.
Out of reach.
Izasha.
Oh, he needs to attack. I need to take him off my macro.
It shall be so.
Oh, actually, let's increase the game speed. Combat speed maximum. Let's go.
Taken care of. Okay.
Avec Lizzie.
Nice.
An extraordinary triumph.
Splendid.
Do you see how fast that was? This is what I'm hoping I can do with this party over many levels. Just tons of spell casting super fast. Should I go fight Gregor? So one problem though with the 1.8, if the devs of 1.28 are watching, first of all, I want to say a huge thank you to you guys. Or I don't know if it's one person or it's a group, but keeping this game alive, continuing to mod it and improve the UI and the functionality, y'all are doing God's work, number one. So thank you so much for the effort that you put into this game. Oh, okay, so I cannot macro cast on this. That was weird. Why did it let me leave the battle in the middle?
Taken care of.
That's probably a 1.28 bug.
Okay. It shall be taken care of.
I never boast, but damn.
You are good, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Taken
keep
care of. Okay.
spamming. You're out of mana.
Taken care of. Okay.
MPNorman, you heal.
Understood.
Taken care of. Taken care of. It shall be so. Taken care of. Okay. It shall be so.
We need to catch up on healing.
Understood. An extraordinary triumph.
Okay, so that worked pretty well. Didn't it say there were 4 powders? This is nice, samurai helm. Not bad drops. 2 blue potions.
Yeah, thanks.
Do this. This guy
Oh,
is an
thanks so
archer.
much.
Do I have 2 slings or do I only have 1? Okay, I have 2. It's so nice. So yeah, 1.28, I want to say first of all, thank you to all the devs who are working on this. One small, I don't know if it's a complaint or a feature request. I'm probably the only person in the world that cares about this, but when you, in 1.28, you press cast, it default usually goes to the most recent spell you cast. Which makes it hard to program macros. So if for example, well,
You bellowed?
seems to be working differently now.
Standing by.
I guess, so if you cast a combat spell as your most recent spell, it doesn't auto default to anything, but if you cast a non-combat spell, when you press C, it goes straight back to that, which I guess is going to be useful for most people. But if I'm switching between combat and non-combat spells, it makes it hard to use these spellcasting macros, just because I need to hard code exactly what the keyboard inputs are, if that makes sense. Like, it would be really nice if there was a way to
Prevail.
pick specific spells in the way that we have like hotkeys. Oh, MPNorman's casting heal. Let's cast web.
Understood.
Taken care of. Taken care of.
So, unfortunately, Horpner Sneed is casting spells, but he's not getting any skills from this.
It shall be so. My inner balance has
Stand
returned.
by. An extraordinary triumph.
Everybody else's skills are growing nicely. I should probably just go fight Gregor now. I think I can do it at level... Do I have Guardian Angel on the
Stand by.
Priest? I do. Okay. This party should be able to beat Gregor. As long as I don't keep putting him in the
This will
trash.
be a beautiful
Understood.
taken care of. Taken care of. Okay. It shall be so.
Man, this is so cool. Just spamming all this stuff. There's all this junk. Where am I? Okay, let's rest.
Understood.
You go on and fight. I'll guard the rear.
Understood.
Control. Take it. Okay.
Katralana.
Let's cast this. Heal. Tab 3. Peel
Taken
one.
care of.
What did that work? Okay, heal wounds. PL1 on the mage.
Understood.
My
Understood. An extraordinary.
Okay, it's a little bit wonky, but I think it still like mostly works. Oh, I should be training healing on these guys. Okay, so everybody has enough XP to go to level 3. So nice. There's a hotkey for mixing to combine items. I think it's like ZXV, so it's probably X. This makes things go really fast as well. Okay, so what do I need to do in terms of... This doesn't auto stack, that's a little bit annoying. What is all this stuff? Mace. Oh, I need to go sell some of this junk at Burrs. Main gosh. Useless. I need to install my ammo mod so I can get rid of these quarrels and stuff. Tattered note. What is the tattered note for? Does anybody know? There's like some things that look like quest items in this game, and I have like no idea where they're supposed to be used. Okay, great. We're getting there on artifacts. I think HOK is probably the lagger. Or no, Abscondrel's the lagger on artifacts. He's at 15. Everybody else is... Yeah, might as well knock it out. Just not so I don't have to worry about it. I'm sure there's a hotkey to like remerge, but I don't know what it is. So as to the makers of 1.28, it would be nice if you guys had like a hotkey guide somewhere. I know the zip file comes with 2 screenshots of the inventory menu, but the spell menu is not on there. So the spell menu you kind of have to figure out on your own. But regardless, like the work you guys do is amazing.
These guys are pushovers.
Taken care of.
Understood.
Yeah, you see, since my macro set to cast last spell, MPNorman's just spamming healing. But for Gregor, I'm gonna have to change my game speed back down. So let's do that now. Let's just move it to halfway so I have time to react. Oh, I actually don't want to fight him from here, right? I want to... Oh, how do I get to the Upper Monastery? Oh, I didn't even get the treasure in that junk room over there. Came back down. So, okay, so first thing I need to do is I need to take my levels, because I'm not going to grind in this area. Okay, what are you? You are in speed. I guess I'm going to save the pick on him because I have somebody else that's doing Missile Shield, and I have the G-Poke guy is going to do Enchanted Blade. So I'll just save this pick. I don't know what I need to use it for. You're going alchemy. No points in wizardry because we want to continue leveling. We want to use knock-knock training here. Earth is going to get grinded. Divine will be useful. I don't know what else he needs. Might as well start working on divinity. G-Pope. He's Int Sen. He's getting Enchanted Blade. Getting Psionics. So he's probably gonna barely... Oh no! He's gonna be eligible for Fireball. So he's gonna be... He just cut the threshold. He'll have 30. Fire plus Wizardry will be enough for Fireball. Biogoo. He's Int Piety. I guess he could get Shrill Sound, but I'll probably save the pick. I'll take like 2 or 3 third level spells. I don't think he needs anything. He's gonna get Wizardry. He's gonna knock-knock train 2. So he can start training air. Divine. Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, we might take the level later if we need it. Horpner Sneed. You are going intelligence, strength, dex split. Sword, shield, close. Strength int. Saving the picks. I think he told me on the forum that he takes Identify Item instead of Guardian Angel at level 2. I'm fine with waiting to Artnika to get this. And I'm going to give him the Divine Trap book. I'll just grind it out a little bit there. Earth is going to get trained with Armor Plate. Mental's going to get ground. I'll put some points in water. I don't know if he puts points in divinity, but I guess I need to keep raising mace. I hate putting points in mace this early when he has no good weapons. Okay, he's pure strength dex. Eventually, we'll go int. I don't know if points in scouting do anything, but whatever. I'm actually going to have him probably use a Dread Spear in the mid-game, so I don't need to put that many points in Polearm. Horpner Sneed might get the Bloodlust, if I use it at all. So...
Taken care of.
Run this.
Observe a creature.
So let's save.
Okay.
Trop distant.
Taken care. Okay. It shall be so.
I'm sad to say that the odds are against us.
He needs to cast Guardian Angel. Cast it on... It's good damage from the mages. Cast Guardian Angel on the Samurai. There we go. Oh, I have Blinding Flash. I should be using that.
Taken care of.
you can start frosting.
Okay.
Biogoo still has a lot of energy left.
It shall be so.
No effect. That's the first time I've cast Blinding Flash on Gregor, and it has not worked. Probably because I cast it on PL1.
Taken care of. It shall be so.
I also don't know how 1.28 selects the default spell power.
Taken care of.
I don't know what, like, it's in yellow, but... Nice! Lightning Strike! Horpner Sneed, go! 10 damage. It's real.
Okay.
Eat this!
Yeah, eat that. That was trivial.
Our victory was never in doubt.
It really wasn't, Abscondrel. It really wasn't. I think I took 2 points of
I'd rather be
damage.
recognized with cash, but a rise in status will do.
I took 2 points of damage in this entire fight, which is kind of unbelievable. Is this... Am I an expert? Yeah, it's expert difficulty. That fight was so easy. Okay. Now what? There's some junk to pick up, right? Need to rest.
You bellowed? What is your will?
À votre service.
Yes?
Okay, let's reset our... Well, first let's cast buffs. Nice. Alchemy
What
skill
is
up.
your will?
Missile shield. Nice.
Yes?
Now let's... No, 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 no. Okay, so... Energy Blast is the default
Taken
spell.
care of.
Energy Blast
Okay.
is default.
It shall be so.
Blast is default. The priest, you can train web.
Understood. Impossible, I'm afraid.
What is your will?
Oh, well, it's gonna mess up my macro. That's fine.
I have a distinct feeling of dread.
I knew about that. Oh, nice, full whip. I actually don't love this item because the noise animation is so long. Are these items good? You can use the greaves. Who can use this hat?
Oh my, that's better. Oh yes, much better.
My ailment has
Is
abated.
this the
What a
talking
relief.
that guy?
At least you...
Avec plaisir. Avec plaisir. Seven hells, be careful. By the black pit, I cannot move. Just as you say. Hey, I can't move. Back to normal. I have
Misfire from the red.
Oh yes, much better. Wonderful. I'm making my mark.
Just resetting
Avec plaisir.
macros.
Avec plaisir.
Man, the keys are like hard to get used to.
Avec... Oh!
Wow! Did you guys see that? The samurai just cast frost on my own guy. That is probably not intended functionality, but it's kind of cool. So,
Avec plaisir.
cast that on this guy. Cast. Energy blast.
Avec...
Who did he cast it on?
Avec...
What did that say? Very weird. That's this is definitely 1.28 functionality. I don't know if it's intended or not, but it's very interesting nonetheless.
Taken care of.
Let's just make sure that this is not.
Avec plaisir.
Standing by.
He can cast, well, whatever. That's it? We just got this piece of junk? Skull cap. Okay. I want to get those last 3 resurrection powders. Well, I hope there's 3. And how much money do I have? 1,000? It's not much. Shouldn't I have more money at this point? Oh, I still have to beat the spiders and these roaches.
Avec plaisir.
Taken care of. Okay.
It shall be so. The tide of opposition rises.
And to fight us? Taken care of.
Eat this! Beware, my power grows.
Nice skill ups. I've been playing for about an hour. I'll play a little bit of the Upper Monastery and then stop. I spent almost 30 minutes just talking about builds. Okay, where's that, where's the trap? Pit trap. Here's the spiders, here's the pit trap. Let's deal with the spiders.
What is your will?
Avec plaisir. Ah, this encounter will be a challenge.
Taken care of.
Podrida.
It shall be so.
Okay, we'll try this again. Hopefully it won't backfire this time.
Taken care of.
So speed is making a big difference. I think that's hurting the pure Biogoo mage. He gets cleanup kills if he's lucky enough to be the last cast in the round, but if it goes to round 3, then the 2 bishops are faster than him and basically get all the kills. I think there's some implication in how in multiple caster parties, how you arrange the initiative. If everybody's slow, it doesn't matter, but if some are fast and some are slow... I remember in G Pope's MDP, he had a fairy mage that was pure speed, and that fairy mage had like 300 kills, by far the most. And that was a party of, I think, 5 magic damage dealers. Okay, let's hope for 3. Yes! Nice. Probably should have split stacked that. When should I take my level to 5? I want to take it as soon as possible for the samurai. I don't know about the others. But usually like
This place seems to be completely abandoned. I wonder why. The chase begins. Attack!
These can be annoying even at level 5.
Taken
because
care
they do a
of.
ton of damage. If there's ever a problem, I'll just
It shall be so.
Guardian Angel. But I think I can train some else.
Understood.
Okay.
It shall be so.
Nice. Everything dead.
Taken care of.
Understood.
It shall be so.
Ooh, nasty. Okay, you better hit this guy.
Ah, how exquisite.
Okay, so where are the... I always forget which side is the the silence room. Because you want to get there as fast as possible, and you can wave clear like 17 rats all at once. But I never remember which side is the silence room. So I think we're just going to save and just run there. No, this is not. It's the other side that I wanted to go to. There we go.
Death waits
There
for us
we
all.
go. That's exactly the fight that I wanted. So Magic Missiles just owns this
Taken care
entire
of.
pack of trash.
It shall be so.
Train web.
Understood.
Taken care of.
There is one rabid rat in there. Oh, and my samurai still, or my ranger's still sick. Nice. Beautiful. What is this? Rabid rat. Just kill it.
Understood.
Taken care of.
Nice Biogoo.
Our will has prevailed.
What an easy battle. Okay, so let's see if the ranger can find all this stuff that we're supposed to find here.
What a relief.
Oh, I have Enchanted Blade too. Need to remember to cast it.
Hey, look, I must have dropped that.
So MP Norman's getting all these. Oh, you can't identify it. Huh. That's probably the Divine Trap book. I don't need the Gadgeteer stuff.
More stuff. I'll get it. Hey, look, I must have dropped that. More stuff. I'll get it.
I won't lie, the auto search really is pretty nice.
Bloody hell.
Yes?
Hey, look, I must have dropped that.
Splendid.
Nice.
More stuff. I'll get it.
Okay, we need mana. This takes so long without a bard. I really don't like not having a bard in the party. Too bad there's nothing iconic about bard builds because they're like so straightforward.
What is your will?
You bellowed?
What's in here?
This will be a beautiful battle.
Taken care of.
Just energy blast, guys.
Okay.
Control.
Understood.
Eat this!
Taken care of.
I really can't wait for my Ranger and Samurai magic to get... Oh, actually, I should go ahead and level the Ranger so he can start casting spells. So he can get some benefit from this autocast stuff. Okay, well, so level 5 on the Samurai won't do anything. Level 6 is when his magic reactivates. But the Ranger can start casting. Just go with Acid Splash. Alchemy, Water. Alchemy, Water, what? What else? I don't know what Scouting does, but it's fine. I don't know, out of all the stuff, I don't know what I need to identify now versus later. Probably all of it I can identify. These are just regular arrows, right?
Standing by.
What is your will?
You bellowed?
So it's still a little bit more intuitive for me to use the mouse to select the spell, but use the keyboard to do the power level. So it does save me some casts or some clicks.
More stuff. I'll get it.
Junk.
More stuff. I'll get it.
Let the combat commence.
Taken care of. Okay.
It shall be so.
The very hordes of hell could not do it.
Taken care of.
Oh, no. Heal 1.
Taken care of.
Understood.
And you can start casting spells.
Under control.
Oh, my game speed is slow. No, I have to. I'm just taking a long time.
Control.
So this is good because the Ranger will cast spells until he runs out of mana, and then he'll just autocast.
Control. Control.
Taken care of.
It's simply
Victory! How wonderful!
Standing by.
I probably should start using other people to heal. Got some decent treasure and stuff out of here. Sway Dublé, is that any good? +3. He already has it. Oh. Oh, I'm about to get the samurai chest here anyway. Which is kind of nice. Oh, these are the seekers. Need to rest.
What is your will?
You bellowed? Yes?
There's usually something up here, right?
Behold, the Valley of Death.
Oh, these slimes are actually kind of strong.
Taken care of. Okay.
It shall be so.
Nice.
Taken care of.
Understood.
Under control.
It shall be so.
I don't know if I can get these level 5 slimes.
Under control. Back to normal again.
I have recovered. The hordes keep coming.
It shall be
Under
so.
control. Under control.
Yeah, these casts from Horpner Sneed are kind of wasted, unfortunately. He'll make it up later, though.
My inner balance has returned.
He's out of there.
What a relief.
Taken care of. Okay.
Podrida.
It shall be so.
Taken care of.
Our will has prevailed.
Oh, yes, much better.
Okay, how are we going to open this chest? Is it trapped?
I have recovered.
Standing by.
Who's our poser? HOK is the poser.
Yes?
Oh, it's no trap. Lightning rod is useless. It's this mace. I don't remember if there's anything worth getting in there.
What is your will?
You bellowed? Yes?
Now gotta open the clock tower thing.
A simple task.
What the hell?
Okay. Taken care of. Podrida. Taken care of.
Nice. Chance to attack.
This will be a beautiful battle. Taken care of. Okay.
So the nice thing is that these cones.
Very hordes of hell
Oh.
could not do it.
Got it.
Oh, that wouldn't be prudent. It cannot be.
Okay, this is annoying. About this dumb son. No, tell me I'm gonna die from this.
Okay.
Under control.
Come on. Not good. Not good. Okay, triage time. Need Guardian Angel on the
Understood.
dude. Kill these guys.
Taken care of.
Podrida. It shall be so.
Taken care of.
It cannot be.
Where's that last bat?
Yes.
Standing by.
The other guys just keep using their mana for magic missile. That was a waste.
Yes.
But MPNorman needs healing too. There we go. Let's see if these guys can kill even one bat. Nice, MPNorman. Points in mace paying off.
A curious contraption. What does it do, I wonder?
That's what it does. Okay, I think this is trapped.
Yes.
Trapped.
Okay, Abscon
What's
will
that?
just bash it. Okay, that didn't work.
You bellowed?
Better heal him.
What's up?
There we go. Okay, decent drops. These guys are probably never going to do any attacking, but just in case. To rest.
Yes?
What is your will?
Yes? You bellowed?
Buffing is, I think once you get the hang of the hotkeys, buffing is easier for sure. Okay, what else do I need here? I need to go talk to the Cosmic Lord guy. Altheides. Oh, and I usually save the Seekers just in case I want to stealth grind, but like I mentioned before, I don't think I've done any stealth grinding in probably 10 years, but I
Taken
usually do
care
this
of.
here.
Here comes something.
Yeah, there we go. One of these cloaks is useful. Where is it? Ranger, warriors, and rogues. Again, the ranger's itemization advantage over other hybrids shows itself. And where's Altheides? Oh, and I need the samurai armor. Nice. Don't need the bard instrument. What's this?
It's juiced.
It's juice.
What's up? Ow! Ow! Better cure this quick.
You'll be fine, dude. But you're gonna get these. Oh, nice. Some more armors.
Standing by.
Ow! What a relief. What's up?
Stand understood.
Seekers.
This battle will be
That's
child's
it.
play.
2 seekers. That's 9.
Taken care of.
Put this guy back on.
Okay.
It shall be so.
Taken care of.
It shall be so.
I'd rather be recognized with cash, but a rise in status will do.
Oh, yes, much better.
So the samurai. So he's probably still 2k short of level 6. But everybody else has like way too much XP. The Upper Monastery is so fast.
Standing by.
Hello there.
I have been waiting. You are not to ascend, I cannot say.
I'm assuming everybody watching this, like the 20 people that are going to watch it, have all this conversation memorized, so I'm just going to skip past it.
Oh, I wish
If
we
you've
had
never
more time to chat.
watched Wizardry
Perhaps
8
we'll meet
before,
again.
then leave me a message in the comments, and I'll explain some of the backstory and all that stuff.
believe that? The Ascension? Becoming like a cosmic lord yourself?
Dude,
Can you imagine more pathetic beings
the people
ruling the universe?
who play Wizardry 8
No.
in the year
There will only
2022,
be
like
one
the
who
6
ascends,
people I have in this party,
the
are
Dark Savant.
essentially the real world
Destroy
equivalent
this
of Cosmic
world in an
Lords.
instant,
So we're
should
just like going through the
anyone
motions
attempt
here.
to stop 'em. Go to Arnica and see the tower built there. It contains a device powerful enough to destroy this planet, and you along with it. So consider that as you go from here, friends, and know that we watch your every move.
Nice. In Dodds, there's a bunch of extra stuff up here, but I think these are magic nectars, right? So Biogoo might need these. Okay, so let's just see. Let's rest.
What is your will?
And we'll do a quick inventory of what the party status is.
Yes?
At the exit. So let's take a look. So he has enough to go to level 5. Does not have enough for Fireball or Whipping Rocks. So I might keep him at level 4 for now. This guy definitely can learn Fireball. And probably will. Biogoo's also way in the clear. He's not actually the strongest fire magic caster. I think HOK has gained a lot of skill ups from spamming light. Horpner Sneed, I cannot wait for this guy to get to level 6 so he can start turning his magic on again. But his other skills are... I mean, he's making progress. Some of this, granted, is points I put in, but... MPNorman got a kill with the bullwhip. That was nice. His magic is really lacking. I mean, maybe it's in comparison to all these dueled mages that get all the free points, but... I'm going to grind Divine some. Or Mental. Mental and Divinity will go up. He needs books. I gotta get him some books. This guy's going to start making progress with the macros. So yeah, I'll keep him level 5. Probably level him up. Level him up. Well, I mean, I don't think level 4, level 5 matters for the spawns. I think it's... I can take 2 guys up to 6. Without adjusting the spawn. So I might do that, but I'm going to do it in the next video. So let's... What? Why am I having Cyrillic characters? How did my keyboard get set to Cyrillic? Man, 1.28. Oh, here we go. Inventory hotkeys. Auto select most frequently used power level. think I want highest green power level. Oh, interesting. So let's see if I can save it without... No, it's still Cyrillic characters. Okay, if anybody knows how to turn English back to, or Cyrillic back to English on this, please let me know in the comments. But I do need to save this game. Actually, just as a backup, I'm gonna do this. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.